The next session that we've got is with a young lady. Her name is Joyce Christy. And Joyce, from the first minute she was introduced, she was referred through through Coach David Smile and Dr. Herbert Harris, and they kind of brought in Joyce Christy, and she just awes you with her aura. You'll never believe. I'll let her tell some of the things that she's had, but she has been literally around the world and with some of the top transformational coaches and trainers everywhere. She spent a lot of time over in Asia, hugely successful in what she's doing. She's all over the Great Discovery Marketplace and really getting things up and going. And I'm going to tell you, here's a heads up. Joyce has a very unique teaching style. So be expecting a surprise here coming up. And her session is going to be how belief in action creates transformation. And that is with Joyce Christy. Well, let's see if we can spotlight Joyce. There she is.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Put in the chat what you noticed. That 3 minutes when there was no speaking. What did you see, hear, or feel? Just drop it in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Tim, I shared this with him last night, and what he said was, just be mindful. You're going to get a lot of responses. The responses that I got: confusion, wanted help. Why isn't she talking? Confusion again. Thought your sound was off. All of that is great. This is done, it was done deliberately. That's how I opened up my seminars around the world. The doors opened, people came in, and I'd advised my staff not to speak, not to say a word. What was the purpose? We'd be in that room some days 4 days, some days 5 days. And it was to have people begin to listen. They're listening. I know this is seminar talk and you might not be familiar with what it is, but listening. What was going on with you? What were you feeling? And maybe some of you wanted to jump in and assist me. Some of you wanted to say, can I help you? Some of you wanted to just be there for me, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just that I want you to notice what was there for you. So this is my story, my becoming, my beginning, if you would. I'm from a family of 10 kids. I have 7 brothers and 3 sisters. I'm a middle child. Now this next slide, I grew up on a farm here in North Carolina, picking cotton for $1 a day. And I wanted to get off the farm very badly. So at age 9 or 10, I think, we only had radio at the time. We finally got a black and white television set. And I can remember asking my mother, I want to be an actress. And she asked me one question: do you see anybody that looked like you? And I said, no. So I started to wonder, how can I get off this farm picking cotton for $1 a day? And then after that, what happened to me was I went to New York City when I was 16 years old, got a job working in a hat factory. Of course, I had to change my age. But as I was walking down the street, Fifth Avenue one day, I saw a sign, and what that sign read was, "What the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." What the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Napoleon Hill. And for me, that one phrase, that one piece of knowledge took me around the world doing transformational trainings. I tell people I lived and owned in a house in Marin County, if anyone knows anything about California. Marin County is an exclusive white, predominantly neighborhood. I owned the house there, my sister and I, for $2 million. So how did I go from picking cotton for $1 a day to living in a multi-million-dollar mansion in California? I graduated second in my class. That wasn't good enough for my mother. She said, "Well, I want you first." Well, what I did was I sold out because I didn't believe in myself. I didn't speak up. So I left college, I left high school, went off to college, of course. And I was there for a year or so. And then I went to New York and started to study Malcolm X by any means necessary. There's a misspelling here with Dr. Martin Luther King. So my brother told me that was unacceptable, that I was going to get into lots of trouble to knock it off. And so I started to listen to Dr. Martin Luther King. I met up with a man one day in the subway, and that's how I got into network marketing. And being in network marketing, I met a group of people, and one of them was Dave Smile, who was on the call today. So thank you, David. Got married to an executive, moved to California. We were to go to Africa and run this huge cosmetic company over there. However, those plans did not pan out because the owner killed himself accidentally in a plane crash. And so when I did my first training in Nevada in 1971, that began that journey of looking inwardly, me noticing who I am. And then from there, after a year of doing that, I saw possibilities. And those possibilities were, who are you? Who are you being? Again, remember, following that one statement, what the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. I became a senior international facilitator, certified effectiveness coach, certified master in NLP, neuro-linguistics programming. I was a workshop writer. I delivered it for women incarcerated, minor offenses, of course. I was a parent team facilitator for 12 years. I've worked on 5 continents. And then, as Tim just said a little while ago, Dave and I connected again, and he told me about TDG, told me to contact Dr. Harris, which I did. And then when I did that, this has been the outcome. I have 10 course creators, 720 affiliates. And by knowing someone in Kuala Lumpur, I sent them a 90-minute video. They opened a university there. So not too shabby from where I came from. The very beginning, as I said, of learning who I am and who people are, and my possibilities of who I can be for people and who they can be for me. I walked into one of my first trainings, and this is what I saw. What are you pretending not to know? See if this looks and sounds familiar. Transforming, knowledge, empowering, humanity, worldwide. This is sounding familiar, I hope. TDG. My question is, put in the chat if this is ringing a bell for you now. What might be showing up for you? Here's the shift that happened. Shifting from have, do, be to be, do, have. It reminds me of metaphor. I love movies. And this movie, The Wizard of Oz, as you can see, the characters there starting out with Dorothy. Dorothy set out to get herself home because she got lost on the way, or otherwise she got hit on the head and she lost consciousness. And on the way to getting home, she met up with some strange characters, I say, such as some strange characters like Tim Taylor. That's a joke, Tim Taylor, and some other people that you'll see on this site right now with us. And then she met up with, first of all, she met up with the scarecrow, someone kind of hanging around, not knowing what to do or how to get the job done. And then she met up with the Tin Man, man that had a heart. And then she met up with the Cowardly Lion. So she needed to have all these people in her life to assist her in navigating, kind of like Bree, kind of like Alex, kind of like a lot of you here on this course with us today, on this platform with us today. I have two friends on here. One is Mike, another one is Sherry. I met Sherry many, many years ago. Mike, I met about 4 years ago. And what they have shown me, what we keep showing each other, is that courage is important, is that caring is important, and then having the courage to move forward and share that with other people. Here's what gives me great courage. I don't know if you know about or if you've seen the Peace Walkers. These men started out many, many days ago, walking from Texas up to DC. This is some of the elements that they encountered. They keep walking. They haven't arrived yet. And I started to wonder, what makes them keep walking? They are walking for peace. I assert peace is needed on the planet at this time. Not just for me, but for you and for everyone. I don't care where you come from, what you look like, what your religion is, what your background as far as being a Democrat, Republican, or independent. We're all on one planet. And this one planet right now is in need of each and every one of us to stand for what matters for you so that we can transform this planet. It's going to take people doing that. And that's what I've dedicated my life to. And that's why when I talked with Tim recently, he said, I want you to come on and I want you just to talk about who you are and what you're up to. And for me, I said, Tim, what I've done it live. I don't know if I can do it in 30 minutes. So I've got only a few minutes left. And what I want to share with you is this. Be who you be. That's my tagline. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, I want you to connect with 5 new people that you don't know. 5 new people. And I want to give you a minute to just write down the names if you would. You don't need to put them in the chat. 5 new people that come to mind. And don't try to figure out who they are or what they're up to. Just 5 new people. Take a minute and do that. Just write down their names. I don't need phone numbers. I don't need emails, address, any of that. Just write down their name. And after you've done that, write down your why. Why would you want to connect with these people? Why do they matter to you? What would be your purpose in connecting with them? How would your vision connect with these walkers? Or you choose your own vision. What would be your vision? My vision would be to have them connect with the great discovery. We go back to what I had up earlier. This platform is about transforming people's lives. That's why I was so happy to find this, to be a part of it. I don't need to catch a plane anymore. I can stay in my nice warm house. I don't have to walk through cold. I don't have to walk through heat. I don't have to do any of that. My first adventure out of the country was to Japan. As the plane was backing out, I started to cry like a little 5-year-old. And one of the stewardess came over to me and said, "Why are you crying?" I said, "Because I've never been out of the country. I am scared to death. When I get to Japan, I have no idea what I'm doing, where I'm going. I'm afraid that I'll be lost. Take a look at me. How can I be lost? That's impossible." I never got lost once. Went there, delivered a stellar training, and went back for 3 more years. Went to China, went to Russia. And with all of that traveling, it fit in with being who I was being, who I was becoming, my why, my purpose. My purpose in life is loving and being loved. My vision, being in harmony with myself, assisting and supporting others in their growth, dedicated and committed to human excellence, whereby leaving a positive heritage for future generations. And then finally, and Tim, I don't know if we're going to get this one, but we're going to try it. When I saw this, or as I sat up in bed the other night, and I thought, what song comes to mind for me that I could use to wrap this? Thank you so much. Thank you all for listening. Bless you, and may peace go with you and all the people you encounter in your life. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Joyce. That was absolutely amazing. You know, some of the things as Joyce and I were talking, we were queuing up to this, a lot of what the Great Discovery is, it comes down to simply sharing what you've received. Take the gifts that you've received and share them out with others. You know, with the Great Discovery as an affiliate, if you're coming in and looking at thousands of different tiles, just like looking at thousands of different album covers, you're not going to be able to effectively share anything. You want to go share an artist, you have to learn that artist. A challenge that both Joyce and I have for you today is go grab a course, take something, study it, learn it. And if it transforms you, tell people about it. You're going to be on fire. If it's not for you, click on go to the next one and find one that fits you. Find what rings your passion and get that passion out. That's what makes it work. That's what made all those artists get up there. You see how they were glowing? Because they were on fire for a common mission. Thank you, Joyce. We appreciate you coming on. We're going to jump into our next session here. And our next session, it's about sharing. It's about engagement. And we've partnered up with Ryan Gunnis at Cardly to put together a brand new offer for you. And it's absolutely free. You can't go wrong with that. Free stuff is cool. The F word is my favorite F word, right? Free. I like it. Ryan's going to come up and share with us a little bit about TGD Share and how it works in with the free Cardly program that you have, how you can use it, how you can master it, and how you can outreach to more people, bringing more back to yourself at the same time. Given it shall be given unto you, and it starts with TGD Reach. You're starting to reach with that. So take it away, my friend.
Hello, hello. Hey, Tim. I'm coming over.
Hey there, how are you?
All right, cool. Awesome. I'm excited to be with you guys here. Cool. Just so I can see here, you know, in the chat real quick, if you've heard me speak before, put a 2 in the chat. Okay. And if you haven't, put a 3. So I can kind of just see if I could see some familiar faces here too as well. Awesome. I see. Okay, some 3s in there. Okay, cool. Some 2s. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for welcoming me, Katie. Awesome. All right, cool. So what I'm going to be sharing right now is, you know, the TGD Reach powered by Cardly. Okay, and to kind of set the stage up here, and I want you to use the chat. Even if you're, catching this on the streaming too, please use the chat, okay? Put a Y if you agree with this. People do business with people they like and trust. If you agree with that, put a Y. Lots of Y's coming in. Awesome. Okay. Because I really want to set the stage for this, that what I'm about to share with you is a way to create like and trust at speed. Okay. Because in reality, if someone doesn't feel a little bit of like and trust with you, the odds of them doing business with you is very low. Okay. I think we can all agree with that. So the real marketing game here is not necessarily our amazing message, which is great. But before we can get to our amazing message, we have to have a way to create a little bit of connection and like and trust. Agreed? All right. So in the chat, if you have a Cardly, the TDG Reach app that's in your back office, put a 1 in the chat if you have it already. If you're not sure or you don't have it, just put a 0 in the chat so we can see that. So go ahead and do that. Let's see, I see some 1s. Okay, cool. Awesome. Some 0s. Okay, cool. Because I'm going to be touching on that here. All right. Next question is, if you are on a mobile phone, put a M in the chat, M for mobile. If you're on a desktop or tablet, put a D for desktop. Okay, I see some mobiles. Okay, cool. All right. And the reason why I'm asking you this is that in today's world, people are on a mobile phone and they're in front of a desktop or a tablet. Okay, so it is very important that if we want to connect with someone, we have a way to use a mobile phone or a desktop to reach them, because that's where they're at. You have to kind of go where the people are at. You're not going to be able to make a connection with someone if you're going where there's no people. Does that make sense? All right. So now let me share my screen here a little bit here to kind of connect the dots with this here. So boom, pull this up over here. I'm going to actually use my other bigger screen over here and move you guys down here. And boom. All right, cool. So share screen. Let's go over here. All right. All right. Give me a thumbs up here if you could see my screen. All right, cool. I see it. I'm going to open up the chat here so I can see it. Cool. Awesome. All right. So before I dive into this here, this is my my beautiful family over here. I'm a girl dad. I got 5 girls. Okay, and my wife. So I just got a lot of female energy around me. There's another picture of us. And Nevaeh, this one over here, Nevaeh, she's actually turns 13 today. So after this presentation, we're actually going to the Cheesecake Factory to go celebrate her birthday. So Sienna is going to be the only one that's not in double digits right now. All right, so lots of fun. All right. So this here is my Cardly. Okay, and if you're taking any notes, I want you to write this down or drop this in the chat. It's 3 technologies. Number 1, it's a digital business card. So write that down or drop that in the chat. Digital business card. Number 2, it is a personal branded site to you, where you can have all your links in one place, any videos you like to share, courses that you like to share, everything in one place. And then number 3, it's a marketing system. And when I say marketing system, I mean that you can get access to the right words to actually share your digital card, or to share your courses, or to share your link, etc., etc. The marketing is the words. So that's the key to this. So I'm going to actually demonstrate this to you. All right. So for all the people that's on a desktop, okay, the mobile people I'm going to talk to you just now, but for all the people that's on a desktop, go ahead and grab your mobile phone real quick, because we know it's right next to you, right? Grab your mobile phone. Okay. And I'm going to pretend like I'm with you right now, and I'm going to share my digital card with you. So I'm going to say, hey, Joyce, it was so nice to meet you. I enjoyed your presentation. Let me give you my digital card real quick. And I just come to my Cardly, like you would go to your Cardly, and you would click on the little 3 dots at the bottom. It's a little hidden area to access all your marketing. So then I would say, hey, Joyce, just go ahead and grab your phone with your camera, scan this little QR code real quick. Okay. And once you do that, it's going to bring you to a little save now option where you could save me as a contact. Just go ahead and click on save now. Okay. And if you're on an Android, it's going to ask you to open the file. If you're on an iPhone, it's going to open up my contact, and you just have to scroll all the way down to the bottom and hit create new contact. And at that point, you would have me saved as a contact. Okay. So go ahead and do that. And I'm going to play along with some of you guys here. So after you save me as a contact, I want you to, from my contact, just, come back to the desktop side of it. And you can do it from my contact. Just click on any of the websites. It'll bring you back here. And just go ahead and click on contact. And you'll see all the different ways to contact me. Either shoot me a text or WhatsApp. Okay. Right now, just say hello. Okay. And I'll see those coming in. And later on in this presentation, if I have time, I may help one of you guys with implementing, Cardly into your business. Right. So I see a couple of people say, hey, I need the little QR code again. All right. So there's the QR code. Okay. And then what I'm going to do for the people that's mobile, I'm going to make it real easy for you. Okay. Go ahead and open up a new internet window, on your mobile device. Okay. And what I'm going to do is give you a very easy URL. So my name is Ryan. So I'll try to make this a little bit brighter. So hopefully you can see that. Ryan at G360.com. Okay. So let me close this little area here. Maybe it'll be a little bit clearer. Let's see. Boom. Oh, that's a little bit clearer. So RyanG360.com. And then you can just click on contact, and you'll see an option to save contact. And then you can message me as well. All right. And the reason why I'm doing this here is I want to show you that there's multiple ways to actually get someone to engage with you, or you could share your contact information with them. Okay. Now, if we were in a text conversation or WhatsApp thread or Facebook thread or any of these communication channels, what I would have done in that scenario is click on the little three dots. And now I wouldn't be able to share the QR code with you because we're in a chat, right? But I can click on scripts right here. And the system has all these scripts pre-built for you. So let's say I'm talking to Joyce that did an amazing job in her presentation. Thank you, Joyce. Okay. I would just simply type in Joyce's name right there. And in one click, I have a nice little message to say, Joyce, nice to meet you. Here is my Cardly digital card. See link below, save me as a contact. And this link here would really take her to the QR code button that you enter to hit save now. Okay, so you could share in many, many different ways from there. All right, so go ahead in the chat and just let me know what you think about that. Like if that was cool, just say whatever you see there. Okay, because I want to make sure everybody's kind of following along with us. This is the foundational piece of the this piece, sharing your digital card, because there's opportunities. Cool, awesome, love the feedback. There's opportunities every day that we're connecting with new people, whether it's a Zoom call, whether we're on a messenger chat, whether we're on a group chat. There's people all around us. The key is to make a meaningful connection, okay, that can lead to a conversation. That's all it is. So being able to say, nice to meet you in a meaningful way, give someone your information. What they see here gives them an opportunity to actually, feel a little connected to you, build a little bit of trust. So when you ask them if they're open to checking something out, they're going to be a little bit more open to that. Okay. And they can build a little bit of relationship with you digitally, because everybody has their phone or their desktop in front of them. Cool. All right. So Brian says, I do not have a mobile phone. Yeah, absolutely. As long as you have internet access, okay, you can use Cardly. That's the beauty of it. Okay. So yeah, so it's very kind of interchangeable with different personalities. Some people, like even myself, I don't typically live on my phone. I live more on my desktop, but when I'm out and about, I use my phone a little bit more. All right, so cool. That's number one. Number two, personal branded site. All right, now I'm giving you guys the functionality of this. So when I take you into the back end and show you some of the mechanics, this can connect. So tell me if you agree that in business, we have to share information. You put a 1 in the chat if you agree with this. We have to share websites, videos, sometimes Zoom links, calendar links, the list goes on and on. If you agree with that, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So doesn't it make sense if we know we have to share information, that we share information in a way that's going to have the most impact with building like and trust? So give you an example. Let's say I was going to share my Zoom link. Let's say, we're talking on the phone and, there's an opportunity to share my Zoom link. I can literally, giving me a cardly, it's pretty clear that this is my Zoom room. So a lot of times I don't have to share the button, but let's say I wanted to take you straight to this button. I can simply click on the button that I want to share. And there's a little drop-down menu and I can hit share. And there's two different versions. There's the highlighted version and the branded version. I like to use the branded version. So now this link, if I was to share it with anyone, when they click on it, this is what they see. So imagine someone you're sharing your Zoom link with, they come and they see a beautiful picture of you and they see enter your room. It feels much more meaningful. And let's say they came, have you ever come to a Zoom and you realize the Zoom was like yesterday, it's no longer available. So you click on the link and you realize, oh, well, that was in the past, so it's useless. What I have so many times that people come to an old link and they come here and they're like, oh, that meeting was yesterday, but they close this down and they end up engaging with you. And before you know it, they're sending you a text message or WhatsApp message, or they're booking a call on your calendar or something like that from a link that was dead. Okay, so this is one of the ways to kind of leverage. So if you're using and you're putting all your links and everything in this here, you'll never have this situation where any of your links die, because that's a missed opportunity to connect with someone. That's a missed opportunity to build like and trust. All right, you guys following me on this so far? Okay, give me a 5 in the chat if you're following me. That would be like my digital high five there. Okay. All right. Yep. So cool. Awesome. Okay, great. Now the other piece that I touched on. So I touched a little bit about the links and stuff. I'm going to share one more piece before I go into the marketing side. So so if you look here, it's interactive. We can share contact information. We can share all your social media channels all in one place. We can share, book a call. So if someone comes to book a call, they can literally be on your site and it'll pull up your calendar and they can book a call without even leaving your site. Zoom rooms, etc. Videos. So if you have a video to share, you can literally put it on your Cardly. Someone can click and they're able to see your video without like getting lost on YouTube. How many times someone send you a YouTube link and you go and you want to watch a YouTube link, but then something on the side catches your attention. You end up watching something else other than the thing that you went to go look at. Anybody, does that ever happen to you, or is it only me? This happens all the time. Okay, so yeah, you can share, Alex video, you can share any kind of videos inside of here. All right, so kind of wanted to kind of show you that. And the beautiful thing is when someone goes to watch your video and after they watch it, they can close down and go take a look at everything else that you have. So you're not losing that opportunity, you're maximizing it. I say it's like we're going to build relationship, But instead of adding and subtracting, gaining points 1 point at a time, we're going to do it with multiplication. Because if you can multiply exposure, multiply relationship, then you're just going to do business faster. You're going to move your message along quicker. Cool? All right. And the last piece as we kind of go into the back end of this is the marketing. So the 3 dots down here at the bottom on your card, okay? And before I even show you this, what I'll do is actually pull up a couple of other cards so you can kind of see. So here's Shirley, one of our clients. She runs a big insurance agency. She has, over 1,100 agents that work with her. And this is how her card looks. So she has her social media, okay, her Zoom room links, her IUL book that she gives away, etc. Here's Renee. Renee is actually my sister. She's in real estate. Okay, so on her Cardly, she has a little social media, the different ways to contact her, her real estate listings, etc. I'll even share, this is my daughter, okay, my oldest daughter, and she, on her card, she has her dog sitting business that she does, okay, and and this is how she has it laid out. So you can really design this however you want to match your style, okay? So if we go in to the marketing area down here, the beauty of this is, we have these opportunities where we can give someone our digital card. We have these opportunities to share a link or something like that. And what I found is that a lot of times people are struggling, like, what is the link to send again? And you're trying to dig through your notes, or you have a little Word doc trying to have all your links together. Okay, if you know what I'm talking about, just let me know in the chat that, like, you know what I'm talking about, trying to manage all these links, right? Okay, yes, right? So the beauty of this is you have all your links in one place and you have all your marketing in one place. So I know if I need to share my digital card, I just go to my card. It's my name. Okay, so hopefully you can remember your name. You click on the 3 dots, and then boom, anytime you're in a situation, someone can scan your QR code. You can go to your scripts real quick. Anytime you meet someone, you can say, nice to meet you. When it's time to book a meeting, you can click on that, and there's your meeting message. So now you met someone, you shared your card, a day later, 2 days later, you're following up and you say, hey, I'd like to learn more about what you do and how we can work together. Let's try to connect. Okay, perfect language for requesting a meeting. We have perfected all the languages and put it in here. So this is perfect language for getting someone to say, sounds cool. And then you say, cool, here's my calendar link. And now it gives them your calendar link. And we have lots of other things. We even have referral introductions if people want to refer you to other people, exactly what to say. Okay, and so there's lots of stuff here. We also have a little Ask Lucy AI. So I give you an example. Let's say I'm picking on you, Joyce, right? Just let's say I met Joyce at my, let's say, one of my kids' soccer game. And I met Joyce. I gave her my digital card. She told me she has a real estate business. Just kind of making things up here, okay? And now I'm time to follow up with Joyce. And I'm like, I'm not sure what to say. I want to book a call with Joyce. Okay. She's kind of cool. I met her one time. We didn't, she's kind of lukewarm cold, but let's just go with cold. And I say, hey, Matt at kids soccer game has real estate biz, open to opportunities. And that's all I remember. I can ask Lucy right here. And it'll automatically generate. And it gives me a message. So now I can text Joyce. And it says, hey, Joyce, it's Ryan Gunnis. We met at the kids' soccer game. I heard you have a real estate business, might be open to opportunities. Would you be open to book a call? By the way, here's my digital card, just in case she hasn't had it before. So now she can save it. So it gave me the words, and now I can just hit copy, paste, send. So anytime you get stuck, you also have Ask Lucy. And then one of my personal favorites is the personal scripts. So these are all the scripts I use to manage my clients, my team, and everything else. So all my scripts, if I need to send someone, our Zelle info, or I need to, pitch someone for our sales positions, I can literally just go inside of here and I have all my scripts in one place. Okay, so everything is there at a fingertip. All right, and then tutorials, because I know I'm covering a lot with you guys. But once you click on tutorials, every single thing that I'm explaining, literally there's a 1 or 2 minute video. So if I want to learn about, specialty, I can literally click on that, and there's a 1 minute video that explains that exact feature. Okay, all right. You guys good with me? You follow anything? You ready to go inside and see the back end? All right. So when you go to login, again, you can just click on your 3 dots at the bottom, and you click on login, and you follow the instructions. It's going to send you a little code, and then boom, you're able to log in. And this is what it looks like when you're logged in. So this is what we call edit mode. And in edit mode, you can edit everything. Okay. So this is where when you first set up a Cardly, yeah, Katie, I'll share it for you just now. When you first set up a Cardly, you may want to come in and put in your pictures, just like how, Sailor put in a picture here. Well, you can come in, and if you clicked here to put in your picture, there is a video that is literally 2 minutes explaining how to use this function. So it's very, very simple. Then you might say, hey, I want to go ahead and put in my title. You click here, and there's a video that explains in 1 minute and 8 seconds how to put in the title and how to think about it. Okay. Same thing. You want to add a button. You go ahead and click on it. There's a video that explains exactly how to do that, how this works in 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Okay. So you can literally navigate and be able to set this up however you want. So even like if I pick, I'm going to pick on even a friend of mine that is a pastor. So on his Cardly, he has his ministry logo. He got a nice picture of his family. He has his coming to Christ story, his partner with us video, the link to his give page, etc., etc. And all that came from literally just logging in, following a couple of videos, and making this your own. Okay. Now the next piece, because my encouragement to you guys is once you go into the Great Discovery back office and you click to set up your account, that you can just go into this and start customizing it to make it your own, and you'll find all the hidden nuggets and everything that's inside of here. But the last piece I want to touch on, which is the lead finder tool. So one of the tools you're going to have with this is lead finder. And lead finder will allow you to connect with and find leads anywhere in the world. Okay, so for this example, when I click on lead finder, there is 3 ways you can use this. Okay, if you don't get anything else from this, if you don't remember everything else, just remember the tutorials. Okay, just click on the tutorial. Okay, this one is more intense. So it's a 13-minute, 12 minutes and 54-second video, because there's a lot more going on with the lead finder. And there's 3 ways you can use it. You can do a quick pick. So if you're literally like, I don't know what to think of, just click on quick pick. And if you notice, it keeps changing, the industry and the area code. So you can do quick pick. You can do a manual search and just type in whatever you want. Or you can use the drop-down menu. All right, so for this example here, I'm just going to use a drop-down menu, and I can go to any country in the world. Okay, but for this example, I'll just stay in US. I'll go to South Carolina, hit next, and instantly the system just found a bunch of people on Google, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Maps. So in the chat real quick, tell me which button you want me to test out. Whichever one I see first, I'll test out. Do you want me to test out Facebook, Instagram, Google, LinkedIn? Just kind of put Facebook. All right, so Facebook. So boom. So I just click there, and it's manipulating the search engine using a Boolean search. So if you see what this is, it's literally finding all the Facebook pages where someone is promoting themselves as a realtor. So there's Samantha, Myrtle Beach, Charleston realtor, there's Chip, and there's multiple pages. This is just page one. And in one click, it allows you to copy that page. And if you follow the next step, because it says, hey, select all, copy. The next step is to paste. You click on that button, and basically everything from the search engine is dumped into this box. And now once you hit extract, there's 11 realtors it just found for me. Okay, and in one click, it'll send it to my contact manager. In fact, I'll show you guys that. So instead of bringing over all 11 for this example, I'm just going to bring over this one here, ending in 1602. Okay, so I'm going to add that one to the contact manager. So just imagine all of the contacts came over, and I can go to my contact manager, and all my contacts, I can literally click on anybody that I haven't contacted yet, and it keeps everybody organized. But in this case here, I'm going to go to that 1602, and it reminds me. So even if I did this search 2 years ago and I come to it, it's going to remind me when I did this search, I was looking for a realtor in South Carolina. There's an info, and then I can literally click on scripts, and it gives me all the scripts that we need. In this case, we're using the lead finder script. So in one click, I can send text, and she'll get a message saying, you know, hey, this is Ryan. I came across one of your realtor sites and had a quick question. Let me know if it's okay to ask my question. And I guarantee you, if you message people with this script, you will get people to respond to you. Okay, because it creates a lot of curiosity. She's in real estate. I'm someone saying I came across one of her real estate sites, have a quick question. Of course she's going to respond. Okay, and then we have our next question that we can go into. I don't have time to go into all the questions, but we have this all built out that if you decided, hey, I want to go recruit a bunch of realtors, or I want to connect with a bunch of realtors, you could do that within a few minutes. If you decide, hey, I want to go after life coaches, fitness coaches, I want to go after, you know, any type of business professional, anywhere in the world, you can literally do that in a few seconds. Okay, so I know I dumped a lot on you guys here. I want to open up for a little bit of questions. Okay, here's that QR code again. I saw a couple of people asking for it. Tim or Sandra, if it's okay to take a couple of questions or get some feedback, I'd love to do that. With you guys. Katie, it looks like Katie has a question, I think. So
Hi, yeah, if that's okay. My question is, when we go to sign up, if we want to change the like it put my name and then a number, is there a way for me to change it to my name and like what I have here with TGD, like my company name or something else instead of the number? How do you, I can't figure out how to do that though.
So
it's not yeah.
So when you are in, you still see my screen, Katie, right?
Yep, I do. Yes.
And this is a great question. Okay. So Katie is asking, hey, can I change my name right here and, put my company name or whatever, right? So you can literally, once you log in to the edit mode, you can literally click here and you can name this whatever you want. You can change your specialty or whatever you want to call it, your company name. I would advise you to watch this training video because I teach a little psychology that's a little different than using a company name. Okay, so I want you to kind of catch that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
if we wanted a number, we could choose our own number versus what they gave us or something like that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then you can come into contact, and if you want to change your phone number, it'll obviously, your phone number will be here, but you can add another one, or if you have multiple numbers, etc. So you can literally have your card be exactly however you want, whatever numbers you want to promote, how you want it to lay out.
Thank
Cool.
you so much. Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
Awesome. Hey, Joyce, I see you, and then Kay, you'll be next.
Yes, thank you so much. Beautiful presentation. My mind is swirling here. What I want to know is, we saw Daniel speak a little bit earlier about your sheets list, getting your sheets list together. And you have a mechanism, it sounds like I'm putting together, could go along with that to get all your names and phone numbers in one place. Do I have that
Yeah.
incorrect?
Yeah, no, you do have it correct. So technically, you can use this as a tool to complement any other ways that you're gathering all your contacts. Or I have some clients that just take everything they have and put it in here. It's really
Okay.
it's really up to you based on, what you think makes sense for your organization. You know what I mean?
Got it. Then the
Okay.
second thing is, how do I get this on my computer? I love my desktop. I love my phone, but I love my desktop more.
So yeah, so literally, when you create your account, it's going to give you a link. More than likely, it's going to be something like cardly.me/your name, and you can literally go there, and it will come right up on the desktop, just like that. And
Okay.
then you can log in, and I
And
like to, yeah. Sandra, I think you're going to say
I want
something.
to add one other thing here too, Joyce. If you log into the navigation pane into your TGD account, your link to Cardly is right. Just scroll down a little bit. There's a block for your TGD reach, and then your in there is a link, and it says click here, and it'll take you right to your Cardly site.
Got it.
Literally right there.
Thank you.
Makes it
Cool,
really
yeah. And if we have time, Sandra, I'll have you show that
I
after
sure
we
will.
finish up the questions here.
I'm actually in mine right now, so I would love to show that. Another question we had, Ryan, if you want to jump over and show them where the tutorial videos are. Somebody's asking about, are there videos? And Ryan's got a whole suite of tutorial videos, guys. I mean, one through, whatever, but they're great.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll pick on Sailor here. So imagine, you are on your Cardly, and I want to learn about this. Remember the three dots. The three dots is where everything is at. So you just go to your little three dots. This is where you're going to find all your marketing, but we also put all your training inside of here. So you can go to tutorials, and you can literally, and what we see is people start binge watching. Okay. And you can literally kind of go through everything. So what I see with clients is they end up binge watching a lot of stuff. And then what happens is they end up logging in to edit mode. And then they're like, I want to do my title. How do I do that again? And now they end up watching the video a second time. Okay. And now it makes sense. And now, boom, they can get it done. And they can end up making it look however they want at that point. Does that make sense? All right. Cool. Any other questions? Kim, I see your hand. Oh, wait. Kim, sorry. Kay, because she was ahead of you.
Yeah,
Casey.
is this tied into TGD, and how do I connect it?
Yeah, it is. And in a moment here, I'm going to have Sandra share her screen and actually give you guys a visual on that. So cool.
Thank you.
Kim?
Yes.
Hey, Kim?
So my quick question is, I do a couple of different things. I run a nonprofit, but I'm also putting a platform together for speaking engagements and stuff. So is there a way to have one direction? Can you have more than one card that you use for different things? Does that make sense?
So great question. Okay, so Kim is asking, hey, I run a nonprofit, I have a couple businesses and everything. Like, what's the strategy around this, right? So how I teach this, the strategy is you are the owner of the portfolio. You own your nonprofit. So if you look at my Cardly, I actually have several companies. Okay, so on my Cardly, so just if you think of like Shark Tank, they call themselves like the serial entrepreneur, right? But in their portfolio, they may have the tech company, the wedding planning company, the baby food company, etc. okay, and they elevate their value because you know, it's cool to have a business, but if you are a portfolio owner, you're at another higher level. Does that make sense? And you can reach more people. So and when you look at the video about the title, you'll get a little bit of psychology with that, but you can literally have inside of your Cardly all your different companies. So I literally have all my different companies in one place. Okay, so that someone can come in and I can, you know, they can learn. It kind of cross promotes all of the different things that we do. So that would be the psychology that I would share with you. And we have a lot of clients that's how they do it. Does that
So
make sense?
thank you. Yeah, I am that person that on my cell phone, it'll say Joe Smith met at the gas station or on this date, just so I can remember who is this person, you know? So when
Yeah.
you started putting that stuff in there, I almost came to tears. I was like, oh, so happy.
Awesome.
Yes, thank you.
So you know, now that you bring that up, I'll share one more thing here. I'll stop sharing my screen for a second. So this also makes you search engine friendly to everyone. So in the chat, well, actually, not even in the chat. Don't worry about it. If you saved me as a contact, okay, I want you to go to your phone, okay, and just go to your contacts and pretend you forgot my name, okay. All you remembered was I had something to do with like leads and marketing, because we remember keywords faster than someone's name sometimes, right? So just go ahead and do a search in your contacts for like leads or something like that, and I bet you I come right up. Okay, so yep, okay, cool. So I got to wrap things up on my side here. Sandra, I'm going to pass it off to you. So if you want to just show everyone where they can find this, and we'll come on for other sessions to go deeper in the future. You're muted, Sandra, but
Yes, I'm muted. There we go. Thank you. Guys, you're going to log into your account. See, I'm logged in, right? And right on the navigation pane, we made this really easy. Scroll right here, TGD Reach Profile. So if yours is not green and it is gray, there's a button that says Create It. So you can go and create it, okay? If you have created it like I have and mine is green, you're going to have a link right here. All I have to do is click that link and it takes me right over here. And you'll see I've started to get mine together a little bit. I still have more work to do, but it takes you straight there, guys. And you'll see that it popped you out to another tab. So you are still good in the, your TGD account is open, and so is your Cardly. So you can work right there. And then you can click the little 3 dots like Ryan keeps telling us. And again, those tutorials are right here, guys. Step 1 through 24, right there. Very, very simple. All right, Ryan, I'll hand it back over to you and probably back over to Tim at this point, right? Are we
yeah,
good?
absolutely. All right, guys, it was fun. Passing it over back to you, Tim.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ryan. Great job on that. And guys, I want you to know one thing is we're continuing to integrate, you know, what we're calling TGD Reach. It's Cardly, powered by Cardly, but we're rebranding as TGD Reach because what we're doing is setting it up with basic templates. So when you go in, it'll be essentially set up for your TGD business. Some links to share, all coded to your site. Click, go, share. You're up and ready to go. Then you can also modify it and do all the customizations and everything that you've got. The other part is the lead gen part is a subscription model. Guess what? It's also monetized. So anybody that upsells that's in your community that they get onto the lead share aspect of it, you're going to get paid on that as well. So thank you so much, Ryan. Appreciate it. I know we've got a lot more as we progress down the road and getting everything kind of ticked and tied on the Cardly side. It's going to be exciting. Thank you very, very much. Okay, guys, we're going to I'm going to do a little bit of a shuffle here because we have the next creator open mic was scheduled for right now. We're a little bit behind, so I have an idea. I'm going to do a $50 gift certificate giveaway. We're going to have Bree Campano come up and let's do a 50 and a 25. How's that, Bree? And then what we're going to do at the end, we're going to wrap up. We have Matt DeMayo coming up right after this, so we can keep things on flow. I want to do another creator open mic. So at the end of Matt's session, we're going to come up for those of you that want to, so we can stay on time. Creator open mic, guys, is really all about you. If you're a creator, you come up, you got 2 minutes to tell everybody about it. You can't put a light out under a bowl. Nobody's going to get any light. You got to pull that bowl back and let people know about what you've got up on the TGD marketplace. So let's jump over to Bree Superstar Vanawhite Campano, and let's do a $50 giveaway and another $25 giveaway. How does that sound, Bree?
That sounds great. What do you want to do first?
I think let's do the 25 first, or should we do the 50 first? What do you guys in the chat? 25 or 50 first? Let's see.
Let's do 250s. Let's do 250s.
Joyce says 50. We got, oh, it's balanced 50-50. Okay. Well,
See,
since it's the 50%, let's go 250s. Let's do
All right.
it.
I love it. Let's go.
And at the end of this, we're going to do a much bigger one at the end of the session today. So you guys hang on. If you don't win this one, you'll win something else. And these gift certificates are redeemable now. You can go and use them towards anything that you get, and anything on the marketplace, you can use it. All right, Bree, take it away.
Let's spin the wheel.
Oh, look at
Joyce! $50.
$50 gift certificate on the TGD marketplace.
All right, let's do another one. I'm going to shuffle the deck a little bit here, and let's do another 50. Here we go.
Is that me? No, it's another Timothy. All right, go Timothy.
Woohoo! That's amazing. Congratulations, Timothy. You won a $50 gift card to the Great Discovery. Love it. All right, I'm going to stop sharing and throw it back over to you, Tim.
Now, how do they redeem their gift card? How do they get access to their gift cards? What's the process for that?
Well,
Sandra's going to email them.
the gift card fairy sends out an email.
Okay, so everybody all get a gift card in your email. You can go and redeem it. You can use it today. You know, I think you got 7 days to redeem that.
Yeah. Yes.
And
7
you're all
days to
set.
redeem them. And guys, we do not have a Timothy on the call right now, and you have to be present to win.
Oh,
He
well,
loved,
Bree,
he was here
we
earlier.
better go.
But he's not. I know, Bree, that's the thing, is people drop off, but it's okay. That means that we can either do one thing, forget it, or do another one.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All
All right,
right, do
I'm
it.
ready.
Okay, do it.
Dr. Grant.
Here you go, Dr. Grant. Woo.
Great. All right, I got it, guys.
Okay, all right. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. All right, guys, we're going to jump into our last session for the day, and then we're going to go back and stay. If you are a creator, come up and do your thing. We're going to do 2 more $50 giveaways at the end of the creator spotlight, the creator open mic time. So I hope you guys will stay for that. And in the meantime, let's go jump over to my good friend, and he's a member of our marketing advisory board. He was one of the first people that Dr. Herbert Harris referred, and that is Matt DeMayo. And Matt, you know, is a YouTube superstar. He's a memory expert. I can guarantee you he's probably remembered everybody's name in here already. Is absolutely just teaches some techniques and tactics that he's going to show you how he gets to the level of success that he's attained, and he's done a lot. So with that, we're going to bring up Matt DeMayo for our next session. Take it away, Matt. Matt?
I am right here. Well, thank you. I'm looking to come up on the screen.
Yes, you are.
There I be. Well, hi, everybody. Matt DeMayo here. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for all of the wonderful presenters and all of you lovely attendees that have given up part of your Saturday here to join us on Discovery Saturday, I'd like to make a quick promise to you. And that is, if you apply the short, simple, but very powerful tips that I'm about to cover, you will get even better results with your open mic presentation, with your summit 10-minute spotlights, and then with our 20-minute spotlights when it's your turn to be on the Great Discoveries Course Creator Spotlight. So let me pull up my PowerPoint presentation right here. So the title of my talk is Powerful and Persuasive On-Camera Presenting. How you as a TGD creator will be able to earn a higher level of attention, more authority, and have way more sales and people opting in to your content. So I want you to understand that even before you utter a word and cover anything about your topic or your course, you are the message before your message. Your confidence will be projected, but you don't have to announce it. And I need to tell you that attention is actually earned in seconds. So I'm going to be very, very practical. This is not going to be much philosophy. I'm going to give you kind of step by step how to be better on camera so that you're more persuasive and more entertaining. So certain stuff happens at the subconscious level before you ever get to it. There are certain things that your viewers are going to decide before you ever talk about your content. And the first thing is they're going to decide whether or not you've got any confidence. They're going to decide whether you're worth their time and whether this is relevant to them. You see, if you fail at delivering on any one of those three things, you're not going to be persuasive at all. Next, be prepared. The Boy Scouts have a great motto about being prepared. But unfortunately, I see an awful lot of people that decide that they're just going to wing it. And when you do that, you're actually shooting yourself in the foot. You'll be less persuasive, less clear, because if you ramble, it's hard to pay attention. It's hard to follow somebody's train of thought. And it actually diminishes the level of respect people will have for you. Next, the more structure your presentation has, the more your expertise will shine through. So if you want to look like you know what you're talking about, you need to present with a clear structure that eliminates confusion. You see, one of the biggest problems that people have is before they make a presentation, they have a high level of anxiety. They get nervous, and that comes across. And it doesn't matter whether you're an experienced presenter or not. Even some of the best of us still get butterflies in our stomach before we go on. But I'll tell you this, your confidence will stem from your level of preparation. Every good talk needs to have these following elements. So the first one is you need a hook. What is it that you're going to grab them with right from hello? Next, you need to cover what sort of a problem you're looking to solve. People don't care about your course. Nobody is buying your course because they want your course. People are getting what you offer because they have a problem and maybe you can solve it. And so what you need to do is once you have highlighted what their problem is, you need to make them a clear promise about how you're going to be the solution to that problem and provide some level of proof, either through testimonials or through stories that you've got about other people. And then what do we have here as the bottom line? You're going to give them a pathway to be able to take action. Next, let's talk about camera positioning. And this is one of the areas. Now, by the way, I know that many of you, or some of you at least, are experienced presenters. And some of you on here are, really brand new at all this, but most of you are somewhere in the middle. So if you are an experienced presenter who's been doing this a long time, please take a look at my presentation with, yep, these are the things I'm doing right. And oh, maybe there's room for improvement here. For those of you that are brand new at this and don't really know what to do, I'm going to give you a clear framework that you can use to be maximally persuasive right from the beginning. And if you are making any of these mistakes, don't get down on yourself. That's not going to help. Vow to do better. And I'm going to give you exactly the things that you need to do. All right, so keep your camera at eye level. In some of the presentations, I see that some people have their camera pointing at the ceiling. You're looking up somebody's nose. They're down in the corner over here. So you want to be framed in the center. Sometimes people have so much room above their head that, that only part of them is being shown. So your camera right at eye level. Get yourself centered within the frame. You want to be able to look into the lens. You don't want to be staring down here. There's an old expression. I think it was, maybe Shakespeare that said the eyes are the windows to the soul. And you know that when you look into somebody's eyes, that's how you tell if they're sincere or not, or if they're putting you on. So you want to be able to look into people's eyes as you're doing your presentations. So look directly into the lens, not off on the side and reading notes, and not effective. Next, if I can get it to click. Come on, click. There we go. Still versus fidgety. Don't distract people's attention. If you're fidgeting around and moving all over the place, stay still so that people can concentrate on your message. And use intentional gestures only. Okay, so let's move on to backgrounds. And this is an area where I think that a lot of you can use some help. So first of all, your background needs to produce the effect of allowing your viewer to focus on your message. One that helps you portray warmth and a level of expertise. And as a result, some of you have these backgrounds where there's all kinds of clutter. And that creates a kind of mental friction where it becomes difficult for people to pay attention to your message. So you want to eliminate whatever clutter that you can. Also, real backgrounds beat a fake AI background. And I know a lot of people love their AI backgrounds, and some of you do it really well. Some of you use your AI backgrounds particularly well, but most do not. And you know what I'm talking about, where somebody moves and you see the halo of the reality popping around behind them, and all around their face, the lighting is changing, and it's just extremely distracting, and it reduces your credibility for the audience. Avoid bad virtual backgrounds. But again, if your lighting is good and you're used to it, some of you on this presentation have pulled it off beautifully. So you want to keep it simple versus flashy. So let's talk a little bit about this. You don't need to have any fancy, flashy background. Now, what if you're in a room that doesn't have a good backdrop? Well, simply blur your background out. That's probably the best choice if you're in that type of a situation where you can't be against a plain wall, or you don't have a real background that exudes the right type of message. Next, let's talk about lighting. Lighting is not to be more glamorous looking, but human beings do not trust things that they don't see clearly. So if you want to be more trusted, they've got to see you clearly. So I've got a couple of things here. You want the light to be in your face and have it be a soft light. So if you don't have professional lighting, face a window or have some soft lighting in front of you. The lighting angle is important so that the shadows on your face are not distracting. So you want your lighting to be at kind of a 45-degree angle where it's aimed a little bit down at you, but not directly overhead. Sometimes you've seen a campfire where kids will take a flashlight and put it directly under their chin, and it makes the light come up into their face and it makes them look evil. So you know that lighting can have a huge impact on how people perceive the way you look. Now, what I did is here in my home studio, I have 2 ring lights, one on either side of me here, and they're angled up. I also have a big picture window off to my side where I open the curtains, and I also have a ceiling light on over on the right-hand side. And so what you want is you want the light to be mostly in front of you, but you don't want a bunch of bright light behind you. I know one of our speakers earlier had that. When you don't have the right type of a background or you don't have perfect lighting conditions, what you may want to do again is simply gray out your background or blur out your background. Remember, a clear face means you're more trustworthy and it'll have a higher impact on your sales. All right, now let's talk about audio, because out of all the problems that people have, this is the biggest technical failure that people have. So, bad audio will lose your audience fast. Nothing is acceptable when you have a bad audio. So use a dedicated microphone. I personally wear a lavalier mic with a USB connection, and it's plugged into my computer. You can get a cheap lavalier mic with a USB connection for under 20 bucks on Amazon. There's a bunch of good ones. This is one that I happen to like. I don't sell it. I'm just letting you know. I also sometimes will use kind of a handheld mic, and I will put it on a boom with a pop screen. Now, this particular handheld mic is made by Audio-Technica. It's got a connection for a wire so that it'll plug directly into my computer when needed. So sometimes if I'm standing to do a presentation and I'm not actually in front of my computer this way, many times when I've done seminars on camera, I will put up a stand with a pop filter in front of it and then use my handheld microphone on a boom. But I like a lavalier best for this type of presentation because I never have to worry about a microphone position. It's clipped on and it stays with the exact same sound level. You want the room to be quiet. Just before I was introduced to speak, I turned off my air conditioning system, and I also turned off the space heater that I have in front of me. I'm in Tampa, Florida, and believe it or not, it's chilly here today. So I turned off the space heater because I didn't want that background noise. And then, before you go live, test your microphone. Make sure that it works. Remember, people will forgive video that's not perfect. But if your audio is bad, you're going to lose them right away. Let's talk about slides, because some of you do a fantastic job with your slides, but some of you have way too much content. Now, I'm not talking about anybody in particular from today. It's moving forward from here. As you're putting your slides together, remember, this is not supposed to be your script. You're not supposed to be competing with what you're presenting. So, no paragraphs. You want short bursts. You don't want to read your slides. You want a maximum of 6 words on any one line. Remember, your slides are there for emphasis. They're not notes for you to be reading a script. So the goal is you talk, but your slides help punctuate and emphasize your message. Simple. Let's talk about the structure in terms of the clock. Know how much time you've got. So with the Great Discovery, we have basically 3 different types of presentations that you're going to get to participate in on a regular basis. One is the open mic. Now today, because it's a Discovery Saturday, you get 2 minutes. But when we launched it earlier this week, your open mic was 3 minutes. What you want is you want to hit people with a clear hook, give them one idea that they can latch onto, and then provide them with a clear next step. Then weekly, we have summits. So Alex and Bree are running summits and you get 10 minutes to present there. Now it's the same format, but you have the ability to elongate, to provide a little bit more detail, and you can see what it is that you're looking to accomplish there. And then on your course spotlight, this is where you have 20 minutes to be able to make a full presentation. So you want to start by giving people a context of how what you're talking about fits into their life, and then how your content is transformational to them. And then you want to be able to provide them with a clear action step, and then at the end, give them, here is what you do next. Here is your call to action. So again, no matter the length, it's the same structure. You just want to go a little bit more in depth on each one. So when you're closing, you don't have to worry about being too persuasive. What you want to do is you want to restate what your content is all about, and then reinforce your message. Tell people what you want to do next. Don't worry about coming on too strong. Remember, you're not looking to sell them. You're looking to be of service to them. So if you have provided guidance, if you have actually helped them, then have them take the next step with confidence. All right. So just a little bit of background. I've been teaching and training for a long time. As a matter of fact, I have been teaching people how to be smarter, faster since 1980. Back then, I was running a chain of computer programming schools in New Jersey. My schools had a high dropout rate, and I was looking to solve the problem. I myself am a college dropout. I finished 2 years at Villanova University, and I decided to become a rock star. And unfortunately, that didn't work out as well as I wanted. That didn't happen until I was in my 50s, where I became popular playing music professionally. And so I couldn't use my own life experiences as a student to persuade or to guide the students at my computer schools. So I began to research, what is it that makes somebody a good student? And I was shocked at how much information I was able to find out there. So I wound up creating a 90-minute presentation that I called What School Never Taught You About Learning. Not only did I reduce the dropout rates at my school, much more importantly, I dramatically increased the job placement rate, because when my graduates went on an interview, they actually knew what they were talking about. And that is when the magic happened, because I began to get calls from the companies that hired our graduates wanting to know what we were doing that made our students perform so much better. And that is how I got started being a speaker and trainer way back in 1980. And so today, I have 16 different courses on the Great Discovery. I have nearly 500 of you that have gone and gotten my courses. Now, I offer a lot of free stuff. Most of my stuff is all very low cost. And so I want you to have an opportunity to check me out. So there is a URL that I've kind of abbreviated for you. I want you to understand all my stuff is very, very practical. I provide solutions to your real life problems. You're going to discover how to learn things faster, how to remember better, how to get more stuff done, avoid procrastination without stress, so that you can stop feeling frustrated and start feeling more confident. In closing, I have one of these courses that I'd like to put your attention to, and that is, we're all taking online classes, but a lot of times people either don't get the benefit from those classes or they don't finish them. And so I created what was originally a book that I sold on Amazon as a paperback, and you can see how skinny this book is. I created it on Amazon. It hit #1 within days, and it is all about successful online learning. And it gives you the background about how to get the information from out there into your head, because taking classes online is a lot different than sitting in a classroom or working with an instructor. Those of you that are interested in it, here's the short URL, tinyurl.com/successful online learning. It's an audio book course, and it's available for less than $5. I think it's $4.99. So it'll help you with everything from all the other speakers that you've heard today. So thank you very much for listening to what I had to say. I wish you all the greatest of success. I wish you all the habits of the rabbits. Go forth and multiply. Thank you.
Go forth and multiply. I like it. The habits of the rabbits. I'm going to have to join that. Thank you, Matt. And Matt, if you would drop your links in the chat if you can, that'd be good. I know there's going to be a lot of people that want to take advantage of this. And I'll tell you what, I've got Matt's book right back here behind me, Future Proof Your Mind. And I can't wait to see this up on the marketplace. It's going to be awesome, you know, because everything you put on the marketplace can also be available in every language, audio, video, and the whole thing. It's a pretty good option. Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate you. Make sure you grab Matt's content, and you'll be seeing more from Matt, I'm sure. Okay, guys, we're going to move into the last creator open mic. Take some of the tips that Matt had. Don't worry about, you know, being too overly structured. This is on a next one that you come up, you can be all polished and ready to go. Right now, it's about just meeting some people and, you know, and getting your kind of taking the cover off so people can see what you've got. You know, with a marketplace with 2,400, soon to be 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 pieces of content on there, if you're out and letting people see you, that's how you're going to get exposure. You want affiliates to promote you, they have to be aware of what you've got going on, which is why we have so many different options, whether it's open mic nights, or whether we've got the weekly summits on Thursdays, or the creator spotlights, or different corporate summits and events that we do. It's about getting exposure, getting your name out there, getting your recognition that's on there as well. So with that, we're going to bring up, we need 5 speakers, 5 volunteers. Come on, guys, pull off that cover, pull it up. Okay, I'll come out. You can do it. I'd love to hear a little bit about your course, your offer, your content. If you've got a course, feel free to drop the link in. If you don't have it, please don't drop a link to an offsite course. We want to support our affiliates, but let people know how to contact you. All right. So we're going to jump over to Bree Vanawhite Campano, and Bree, take it away.
All right. Are we doing a spin right now, or do you want to just dive right into the speakers?
I think we should go ahead and let's do a spin at the end of this session. Then we'll do one at the close. That's another $100 in giveaways. That sounds like a pretty good deal.
Well, we have Bob Law, who's going to be up next. Bob, you're going to get the spotlight and get 2 minutes on the clock. Sandra will give us the go ahead when she's ready and got that going. It is all yours.
I'm ready anytime, Bob. Just tell me when. Go ahead.
Oh,
Okay.
I was in the middle of a couple other things. My name is Bob Law, and we are brand new. We are the less than a week in the Great Discovery, and I am an author. We're presenters, and my wife and I, Kim, who is in the other room right now, she's got her hand up somewhere. We have developed a course called A New Path. That it's a 12-week course that has gotten a lot of people positive reviews from the course, from the people we've taught in prison and out, and we are going to be developing that course and also promoting one of my books right here, and we're just excited to get started. We really are, and that's me, Bob Law and Kim Law.
That's amazing, Bob. Thank you so much. Thanks for being welcome to the Great Discovery. It's so nice to have you guys new on the platform. We're really excited to learn more about your book and all the things that you have going. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to move on to our next speaker, who I thought he just moved off. Was it Dr. Grant that was going to go next?
That's Dr. Grant is next.
Yes.
That's right.
All right, Dr. Grant, we're going to spotlight you, and you are ready to go. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. I'm Dr. Grant, academyofwellness.com. I'm a new in the platform. I put in 5 new courses, which will be approved soon, hopefully. I help my 80,000 clients worldwide to prevent and reverse chronic illness by detecting the root cause of their problems to live healthier, longer, stronger till the age of 101 and beyond. Anything you need to know about me is at the academyofwellness.com, and connect with me for 30 minutes to help you with any challenge that you have health-wise. I have only 3 doctorate degrees and 3 masters. If I cannot help you, I'll find somebody else more qualified who have more experience than myself to help you out. academyofwellness.com, all of the information you need to know about me, but you're afraid to ask is right there. Thank you so much for your help. Bye-bye.
Okay, well, that was short but sweet. Everybody take a look and go check out Dr. Grant. I know you've got your content in pending right now, so it's ready for review. I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. So you guys all know how to share Dr. Grant's information. As soon as it comes up, go check it out. Do you have some freebie courses up as well, Doc? Or are they free, premium, academy? You got all the way across the range?
Yeah, it's all free.
All free. Yeah, you can't go wrong there, the guys. So go over, check out Dr. Grant. I appreciate you coming on, and it sounds like you got your links already up in the chat. Check out Dr. Grant. So let's jump up to, looks like we got Latara Jagru up next.
Hello.
Take it away, Latara.
Thank you so much, Tim and Sandra, for holding this space and this opportunity. So there is a huge difference between being an expert and being the expert. Let me share an example with you. Who here, by a show of hands, owns an iPhone? Anybody? No? Okay. Who here knows what an iPhone is? Of course, unless you're living under a rock, you consciously made a decision between buying an iPhone or some other smartphone. And this is the power of brand awareness. And it even gets better than that. There are iPhone users who will line up around the block in the dark, in the night, in the cold to get the latest and greatest, even if they have an iPhone that is only 1 or 2 years old. Isn't that crazy? Now, wouldn't you like to be a part of that? This is the power of being the expert. You don't have to chase clients. They're going to come to you. And this is why I have put together a suite of courses on the Great Discovery. And for you today, I just want to give you a couple of little bite-sized pieces. So I have Stand Out Above the Mundane, 10 Steps to Creating a Multimedia Lead Magnet, which uses the Great Discovery as your lead magnet. And I'm going to be putting that link in the chat. I also have the Magnetic Branding Blueprint, which is 50% off today specifically for this event. So hop into that if you're excited to actually create your blueprint for your brand together with me. And I'll put both of those links in the chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Latura. That's absolutely awesome. And did you guys hear that? 50% off, free courses. So the idea is that each of you are on here. Remember, it's about engagement. If you really want to be effective with your own content or anything else, first come out and talk, come out and share, come out and open up. But if you're on the affiliate side of it, it's not very efficient to go out and attempt to promote something that you're not aware of it. You can't tell a book by its cover. You can't tell an album by the outside. You can't see a course from the tile. Go in, find something that rings your fancy. There's tons of content that are on here. And when you get a conversion, when you get the experience, when your problem is solved, like Matt says, you're going to tell everybody. And you know what? The difference is between this and telling about a good movie is you get paid for it. So, all right, let's jump up to Kim Law, and then we've got Brian Yoakum coming up, and we've got time for one more after Brian. We're a little bit ahead of schedule here, so if anybody else wants to come up, got one more open mic. If anybody wants to share it, take it away, Kim Law.
Thank you so much, Tim and Sandra. We really appreciate you. So Bob and I are here in Florida, and we're so close together that our mics my computer was backfeeding, and so he got sidetracked. This is my husband's book. It's called My Flying Days Are Not Over, and I have to tell you, he calls it a bathroom book. You don't read it all in one sitting. So each chapter is a different story. So I'm just giving a plug for him. He's going to be putting this on the Great Discovery as along with his other book, The Adventures of Jack Stack, and then he's got another one coming out too. So I do trainings in the mornings and in the evenings. I love helping people with transformation. My husband and I have been going in the prison for over 20 years. Our program, A New Path, has the lowest documented recidivism rate in the nation. That means nobody in over 25 years that has completed the program has returned, violated, or reoffended, no matter what the charge was. So we're excited to bring that platform, which was actually something that was being done prior to going into the prison, but we've redeveloped it and expanded the whole process, and we're bringing it to the new platform here with the Great Discovery. So we're excited to be here, and I'm thrilled about the card thing, the digital card. I just feel like that's going to make my life so much easier, and I'm excited to be able to see how we can build and grow this with so many people that we already currently work with. So I'm excited. Thank you, and back to you, Tim.
Thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate that. Kim and I and Bob, we've been friends for 5, 6, 7 years now. I think a little bit more than that. And I've just watched, what she's done in the prison ministries, what they've done in the prison ministries. I've watched the way that she gets out and markets. Some of the things that you're going to learn by going through Bob and Kim's content will be absolutely transformational. Seriously, they've got some amazing material. And they live it. They just don't talk about it. So it's going to be a great, great stuff to go check into. Okay, we're going to go to Brian Yoakum. Then we're going to do one more giveaway, and we'll go from there. So Mr. Brian Yoakum, also an early adopter with the Great Discovery. We've been meeting with Brian now for a couple of years, and it's exciting, Brian. We're ready for the next level with your content. Get you up and moving. Take it away, Brian Yoakum.
I don't have any content yet. I joined in order to be an affiliate, to be able to promote content when I'm interacting with the homeschool community, to let people customize the program, to let every kid have their own IEP so they can go as fast as they are able, but as slow as they have to in any given topic. And then what I would request is that use some of the slots you have available in the month to have summits that are focused on any given topic area, and not taking as much time doing the promoting TGD so that we could get information on as many subject providers within any given content area. Like I want to know what you health and wellness or aging or whatever, to get a chance to hear from multiple people on the same subject and how their topics interact. So please give Tim and Sandra feedback on my thought.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Brian. That is absolutely great feedback, and that's exactly what we're doing. Is we're starting to roll out weekly summits now, a variety of different topics. In fact, Bree, maybe you can tell us a little bit about the weekly summit right as you come up and do our next drawing. I'm not sure if you're going to be Vanna White on this one or if you're just coming up as Bree Amazing Campano. Either one of them works, but Bree?
Yeah, I actually put the links to everything you need to know to be a speaker on the summit, as well as attending our summits. They're every single week. So I'm going to remove the spotlight. Let's see. There we go. Thank you, Tim. We're going to be doing a spin on the wheel, but we do spins on the wheel every week at the summit as well. So you can come in and win at the summit. You can learn all about different courses that are on the platform, and we want you to speak on the platform. We want you at the summit. So all of the information is in the chat. Please click on the link, that's first link, which is the Discovery Summit official speaker rules and presentation guidelines. So much information. The application to be a speaker is in there. All the information about meetings and what you need. Answers all of your questions. If you have any more questions, please reach out to me, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. I would love to do a giveaway. Tim, we're doing a 50, aren't we?
I think we're doing a 50.
All right. So I've got everybody's names. I hope I've been trying to keep track of who's here, who's not here. Let's give it a go. We're going to do $50 right now. Here we go. May. Is May
Way
here?
to go, May.
Hang on, Bree, let me check.
Yes.
May's here. Yes.
Yay!
Yay,
Congratulations.
May. Congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, guys. And you know what? I'm gonna wrap up, and Bree, at the very end of this session, let's do one more $50 giveaway. How's that?
All right.
As soon as this is going to take 5 minutes, I'm going to wrap up for the day. First off, everybody, I definitely want to thank you so much for tuning in with us. We've got as Brian was talking about, that's an excellent point. As we're going through different phases with the Great Discovery. We've been through a 3-year building process to get to the point where we're recognized now as the top online education platform of 2026. As you can see, we help solve so many different problems, from creators being able to get your content out worldwide. At the end of the day, we create to empower people, and yes, to make money, but you can't make money unless you're empowering people, right? And so the Great Discovery has created the most significant platform ever. We're now going into full rollout mode. You're going to be seeing a lot of things, everything from television to, it's these small events that we've got. The key to it is invite, invite, invite. One of these sessions that we've got coming up is Creator Open Mic Night. We're going to be locking these in on an ongoing schedule. Make sure that you're on here. Come in and share on Open Mic Night. The last one that we did on Wednesday last week was an absolute blast. Now, getting started as an affiliate, my only question to you is this. If you got a finger, all you got to do is click in, get started, because you can get started as an affiliate with the Great Discovery for free. There's no credit card required. Get in, get set, you get your marketplace, you get tools, you get the TGD Reach powered by Cardly program, you get training, you get access. It's all there, a fully functional marketplace site connected globally that you can get started on and get paid. Start earning money today. It is that easy to do. It's a click of a button. Now, I also suggest those of you that are already gotten started, go look in your back office. There's about 100% chance you already have a network of people in your community that are buying and doing transactions. If you're not an active affiliate and they're not directly referred by you, but they're somewhere in your community, that means you're not getting paid. So make sure that you get active. The best way to get started is get started as an active affiliate. That gives you all the tools and systems. It gives you video creators, marketing systems, CRM system, phone system, everything that you need to be able to do. Access to the Genius Club archive of content, and it keeps you automatically active. You can get in. If you're just getting here for the first time, the best way is get started for $99, $59 a month. That enables you to earn at the maximum level starting out, overriding your entire community. And you know what? It all comes down to, you can also activate if you're already set by just setting up your Genius Club or making $40 a month. That will get you up and going. Here's the key. Take action. Just do it. On the monthly thing, you refer 3 people. You're actually getting first, your monthly fees are waived, completely gone. There's 0, and you're making money. How many of you can share a link? If you can do that, you can make this happen. If you can share a link with passion, you're going to make it with magnificence. It's that big of a difference. Wrapping up, we've got the founder launch promotion that's on right now. I have evaluated virtually every online marketing platform that's out there in the way of education. I think most of you have probably as well. They range from $500 a month down to $80 a month. Whether you sell anything or not, you're doing all the sales for it. I'm not saying throw those platforms away. I'm saying use this one. It's one-time setup. You're all completely online, unlimited translation, network of people. We got a great community. It's a great time. Get in. This is up until February 15th. That is the end of our founder campaign. That's on there, February 15th. You can save $200 instead of the $649, which is worth way, way, way more. It's not even comparable to what's out there. You're going to get it for just $449 one time. You're in, you're set, unlimited content, unlimited translation, network access, all the bells and whistles, everything that you in there. And hey, you're going to get a pretty cool person after you do that too. That's kind of a good thing. So what's all in there? Again, unlimited lifetime hosting, content translation, full course LMS, global affiliate program. You're discoverable and searchable for your content. Bob Law, you want to get your book out and you want to have it found in Japan? Guess what? They can find it in Japan, in Japanese, you speaking fluent Japanese for some reason, but that's the way it works. You're getting network community overrides, live support and training, stage time, all the tools, and add on these 2 options. Get the Genius Club, unlimited downloads of your translation. You use cross-platform, a full suite of tools for creating videos, courses, ebooks, audiobooks, images, phone systems, all in one spot. And there's a lot more. And then also suggest that you get the content channel with live Zoom. You can do live Zooms multilingually, put up as many subscriptions as you want. Subscriptions are good because they give you price stability. You have earnings stability. Subscriptions are important because you can kind of project where you're at, whereas new sales can go up and down. Subscriptions are powerful. So get your subscriptions up and you can run those through the TGD marketplace. Best part of all these, 3 and free. Refer 3, your monthly fees on these options go away. There are no monthly fees on the top services. All the rest are optional. Good decision to have them, but you're all set. To get started on the Great Discovery, just go to thegreatdiscovery.com / the username of the person that brought you on here. Go click on this green Get Started Join Now button. Select whether you want to be a creator, an affiliate, or just as a learner. As a learner, you have unlimited access to free content, great paid content, subscriptions, live coaching, live events, all of it. You can transform a life with a finger. That's really all you got to do. So it's all set for you on there. Now, as a creator, you can come in and select this. When you check that next button, put in your coupon code. That is Founder 2026, all caps, no space. That'll get you in and get you all set up. Click join and you're in. We're looking forward to working with each and every one of you. Last thing before we wrap up, and we're going to do our last drawing. As I mentioned, we're in a multi-phase program. We just did our founders launch event on Saturday, January 24th. Great event. We had 188 attendees, all key people, many of them from different places around the world, country managers, regional managers, university heads, lots of people like you and like me that were on there. And going forward, we're starting an actual campaign. Now, this little funny picture that I have up there represents, if you remember, everything works in communities. With the Great Discovery is the source of the communities. This is the starting point. What we're doing is we're taking the very top, everything in the company, all community sales, everything rolls up to 3 positions. These are set aside into a limited liability company. As a founding affiliate, qualified founding affiliate, you're going to get a share of 30% of that. What does that mean? Our marketing projections are not in the tens of millions, they're in the hundreds of millions of dollars. I don't think many of you have been saying, oh, wow, this company is 3 years old. We've been building. Now we're into marketing. We are doing a major release that's coming up. The key is this. The first 12 affiliates with a creator suite that attain the platinum rank before January 1st, 2027 will be vested with this revenue in addition to everything else. What does it take to be a platinum affiliate? Enroll 8 other active affiliates that are active, right? And $150,000 in total community sales over the course of a month. If the first people that hit that, the first 12 are going to be vested in this. So this is a great option. Now this cuts off the enrollment. If you're going to engage with this, this is for people that have got started by February 15th. That's a week left. So I encourage you, take advantage of that creator offer. It's not going to ever be up again. And it's if you know anybody that's thinking about this, guess what? You bring in a creator, you're overriding everything that they ever do. Refer those creators, bring in another, be a creator yourself. If that's not you, make sure you get started and activate your affiliate position. Well, we're going to wrap up with our last drawing from Bree, and then we want to hear a closeout from Sandra. If you want to give us a wrap up, Sandra, on right after Bree, we're going to close out the day. And thank you, and God bless you guys for spending some of your Saturday with us. Bree Campano, let's go with the last drawing for the day.
Let's do it. $50 gift card on the line. I shuffle the names. We'll shuffle them a few more times, and here we go.
My name's not on there.
Christy, oh, Casey, you came back. When you left, I pulled you off.
No, I didn't leave.
Oh, no. Well,
No.
maybe we need to
Well,
give
let's do another one. We got Christine. Just because of that, we're going to do one more. This is
I love it. I like how
as rich
things
as you
work
can
out.
get here.
Casey,
Sandra's
you're in
going to
there.
scold me severely when I get done with this.
Nah,
All right.
okay. Let's give it
Here
away.
we go.
Let's do it.
Casey's in there now?
Yep, you betcha. Ooh, Renee, you are
Way
the
to go,
winner.
Renee. There you go.
Renee.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, so much. And let's bring up Sandra, and now let's close this event out, Sandra.
Okay. Well, hello, everybody. I guess I'm bringing up the end. I just want to say thank you to everyone who joined us today and came on. You know, it's our mission is just, it's so powerful. I sit here and I watch and I listen to everyone, and everybody's getting what we are doing for the world, what our impact is. And when they get it, the more information we can get on the platform, the more knowledge we can get out there, the more economic opportunities we can make for people. And we are passionate about that. And as Tim said, you know, we're just moving into a whole nother, you know, our third phase here, and it's exciting. And we're not looking at, you know, millions of dollars. We're looking at hundreds. So I've always had a dream. I've had many dreams. You guys know me, I'm a dreamer, but I've always had a dream coming out of corporate finance and going into entrepreneurship is to have a unicorn. A unicorn is a business that's $1 billion business. And I want TGD to be my unicorn, to be our unicorn, you guys, and we can do it. Some of the numbers of where the e-learning space is going, by the time 2030 rolls around, that one industry will be $1 trillion. Okay, so we have a huge opportunity to be a big player in that, but we need you all. We need you all to go out there and share it and spread it and bring all that knowledge on the platform and share it with people. And like Tim said, find a course you're passionate about and share it with someone. Go out and start taking courses. There's so much stuff on the platform. So do your homework, find those courses, share it out, and let's build this unicorn. All right, Tim?
You guys are those of you that came in with us early on, as you've gone through all this formation and structure. God bless you. Thank you for your trust and your faith as we're going through it. It's going to pay off starting now. You're at the point now with a totally built platform. You invested early in your time and energy to get in here, but you know what? Now you're the experts that are going to lead the charge going out global. There's millions to be made here, guys, and you guys are in a prime position. I hope you take it seriously. Take it in faith. It's going to happen. Everybody, God bless. Have a great day. Bye-bye all.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and thank you for being with us today. Bye, everybody.